Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing some sort of magic. This is Cardistry. This is me showing different card tricks and stuff that aren't really magic. There's no deception, it's just to make yourself look fancy. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, so the camera's going to be a bit different size, just because I need to be able to see what my hands are doing so I can show you guys a bit better. And also so I can access the camera and stuff while doing all these tricks. So yeah, let's get into the first one. So first thing that we're going to do is what's known as a Charlier cut, which just looks like that. Now I can't quite do it with my left hand as well, but you can do that. And that's kind of what it is. When you do it at a normal speed, and then when you're doing it like regular one-handed, this is what it looks like. So it looks quite fancy. There's a couple of variations of this, but I'll just show you the one that I know, which is you hold the deck like that. This finger doesn't really need to be there, I prefer to just hold it like that. And then what you're doing is using your thumb to pull away from the deck, drop in as much as you like. I recommend going for about half, maybe more or less. And then using your index finger to slide it along the bottom of these cards, push up until there, and then you're holding it in a pinching grip like that. And then the other cards are just resting there. And then you're using your palm to just push it up and then line it all back up. So you drop it down with your thumb, use your index to push it up, and then resting it back on top. So that was pretty easy, nothing too complicated. As you can see, like it's just how it goes. Like it just drops in and gets back up. So that's just a way that if you wanted to say like, oh yeah, right, that card's there, drop it down, put it up, and on the top, there you go, that card's now lost in the deck. That's a way that it can be used for. And then there's a couple of other variations known as the rotation cut. This one's better if you have like an older deck of cards that's been worn in. So for this one I'm going to use this deck, because as you can see they're like quite clumped together. They're already in like these packets, is what they're called. Like each small section of cards is a packet. So what you're going to do, so the next thing we're going to do is the rotation cut, and it sort of looks like that. I'm not the tidiest at it, so mine is a bit worse. However, what you're doing is similar thing where you're holding it in this grip, dropping your cards down, using this finger to push these back up, and then dropping the others down, doing a rotation with them, and then placing them all on top. It works a bit better if you go a bit faster, so like if you use them steps where you're dropping it down, using your finger to push it up, dropping everything around, spinning, like that. Now the way you get the spin is by using your little finger in the middle, your your ring and middle finger, and just spinning it around like that. So if you pay attention, I've dropped a couple of cards then, but the principle is the same. That one takes a lot of practice. I'm still not good at it yet. As you can see, like I'm having to use the best deck in the house, and I'm still messing it up. So these all take practice. Right, you might only get halfway through it. You'll get to there. It's all down to like practice and getting used to everything. It's all just like it takes time to learn, just like most of these things. The next thing is just going to be a basic shuffle. I don't think I really need to teach you guys shuffling. I think you guys should already know that, where you're just picking up some cards and dropping them into the other hand, and dropping cards on the floor, or the table, in my case. Next thing that we're going to do is the card spray, and again I'm having to swap decks, just because that's what I find easier. Now, there's a couple of ways you can do this. There's one where you hold the deck of cards in your hand like that, and you like almost palm it, and then you use your middle finger and just release them down like that. I created a massive mess, but you're basically just doing that against your hand, and they all like fall out like that. I'm going to clean this up and then we'll show you the next version. So again, most of these I'm still not good at, which is why there was the mess. I can't really teach you how to catch it, as it will just like practice, but I can recommend like holding your hand out and doing it down into it. So you're kind of just shooting them into your hand rather than like doing anything fancy. Just especially whilst you're learning out, and I can also recommend that you do it on a soft surface like a carpet or something. I'm being an idiot and doing it on a wooden table because my brain IQ is close to 0. But the next version is you hold the deck like that. You can put your finger on top, however I prefer to keep it just to the side. And as you can see, you've got the thumb on the bottom there. It doesn't really matter where it goes, I found, however I prefer to keep it close to the middle just for aiming. And then all these just rest on the top, like that. Okay, now as you can already see, they started to bend as I put a bit of pressure. It takes quite a lot of strain on these muscles here, and like all up your hand there. So it's important to strengthen them. However, when you get to it, you can start to spray them. And I noticed that they come from this thumb, so as you do it, you can see that they like shoot off. Now all the cards are on the floor. I'm a messy son of a bitch. So as you can see, all the cards are on the floor. I'm going to go and pick them up now, and then I'll show you a couple more bits, and then I'll be into the video. Okay, so one of the last couple of tricks, I got a couple more to do. The first one that I'll do is a card fan. Now, a lot of people recommend doing it with an older deck and keep the cards together. However, I prefer to do it with my newer deck, although just for the sake of fairness, although not really fairness, but just to demonstrate it a bit better, I'm going to do it with the card deck. Now, the way I do this is I have 3 fingers, middle, index and ring finger there, and then the thumb there, so it's kind of like that, and then hold the deck there. Now all I'm doing is moving my thumb along and then moving it up. So I'll show you again from the back. All I'm doing is that, just moving it along until it reaches there, and then as far as I can move my thumb across. Another thing that I do is move these fingers down, and then just to complete it all, I move the thumb as well, which gives it better spread. Now, there is another weird way to do it, where you hold it sideways, like that, and it kind of looks like they're falling over. A lot of people don't do that, for obvious reasons, because it's not very stable. It looks kind of cool, but again, that's kind of what cardistry is. However, it's quite difficult to do, and this one's definitely just the better one, where it looks cooler, it's easier to do. Although not easy, it does take practice. It will take a lot of goes where you like get a couple of them up. It will take a couple of ones where like they're all falling out and stuff, and then if you can do that with both hands as well, that will be good. Where you can like spread them in one hand, and then you can start doing some cool stuff like the thumbnail, where it's like a deck like that, and then you're like, oh, cool. So yeah, that's just a couple of them bits. There's a couple of other card fans that I've tried to learn in the past, like the pressure fan, however I can't quite do them, so if you can do them, let me know in the comments. That'd be interesting to find out. And for the last one, I'm going to teach you guys card throwing. So all we're needing is just one card for this one. We need them 2 fingers, Fun fingers, put a card in there. I usually grab it by the pip, which is the number in the corner, and then tuck it in there like that, as you can see, creating that kind of shape. And then these ones I tuck in there just to stabilize it. As you can see, it's like resting on the card, and then you can hold it with the thumb as well. However, that's not really needed. And all you're doing is putting your arm back. There's a lot of tension in the wrist. When you move your arm forwards, you then flick your wrist and your fingers. So it looks something like this. That went over there. I'll show you a couple more. I'm just throwing the cards. As you can see, I'll show you from this side. As you can see, just that. You can go for speed, or hardness, or accuracy. Like, I'm going to hit a picture. I won't show you it, but there you go. Missed a picture. But you get what I mean. You can do like air tricks, where you like throw up in the air and then catch it. These are all things that I can do, but obviously I'm just doing it quickly. All that kind of stuff. Just takes practice. And that's the same with a lot of these things. A lot of these tricks and stuff that I've shown you all take quite a lot of patience and practice. So just keep that in mind when you're doing everything. Yeah, sorry if anything wasn't explained very well. Feel free to ask me questions in the comments. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to leave a like and maybe subscribe. It would make my day. Right, I know I'm still growing as a channel, but it would just help a lot. Now I'm being joined by my cat. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.